Yes, don't forget to check out Doggie Diamonds No Filter, the actual audio version of this podcast, which can be heard on Apple Podcasts, as well as Spotify, as well as SoundCloud. The links are right below in the description box. You don't have to go far, just right below in the description box. After you finish watching this video, or while you watching this video, if you're watching on the playback, you can just go right there and, you know what to do from there. I shouldn't have to tell you what to do, but I like to give instruction because maybe it's your first time being here. So you might not know exactly what it is you need to do. Also, for only for $100, I promote whatever you need on my social medias and website. That's my Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, and my website, www.doggiediamondstv.com. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggie Diamonds for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Must be cash at ready. And if you didn't, make sure you go to www.theinterviewking.com and sign up for the email list, man. Sign up for the email list. You will get nothing but content, no other extra emails. Let's get to it early. I had to come on early today because the late night thing is not really, it's cool, but I could do a late show if I so choose to, but I got to get on a little earlier, get some of this time that's happening. Everybody ain't up late like me, so I can't expect everybody to be up late. So that's why I'm up early. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here. Where my barber at, man? Barber ain't in today, so. Alright, how do I mixed everything up. I don't even know where nothing is at no more. Alright. Here we go. I didn't even know where everything was at. I normally have all my buttons clicked, proper, like laid out in succession, so I could just click them and just make them work like that. What's up, everybody? Could we get them likes up? Let's first and foremost get them likes up. I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. So, how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's having a good Tuesday. So I wanted to talk about this really quick because this is important. And the reason why this is important is for various reasons. Because we've been seeing what has been going on between Rick Ross and DJ Envy. Entertaining, funny, we entertain. Nigga shit, but we entertain by nigga shit sometimes. Some people, they entertain by nigga shit all the time, but some funnies came out of it. Some content came out of it. The content was content. Everything was good. So DJ Envy decides that he wanted to mention gunplay. And you could research all of this for yourself. But he decided he wanted to mention gunplay, having a GoFundMe for his sick child. And how Rick Ross is not helping him. I guess he thought that was a great play to clown Ross, but didn't take into consideration that gunplay could be offended by that because nobody wants to be projected as broke. Like in our community where we from, being broke is like the worst thing you can be, right? Hey everybody, I see everybody in the chat room. I'm just trying to stay on point. I got y'all. Being broke is like the worst thing you can be, right? So having a GoFundMe for your, you need your pinky toe bunion removed, or you need some type of major surgery, or your house burning, whatever. Putting up a GoFundMe always means to the community that you're broke. Not that you need assistance or you need help, that you're broke. That's black people's kryptonite. I just said this in the last show. The way we diss each other is, man, you broke. Man, you broke. I got more money than you broke. That's what we say. We talk about how much money we got opposed to each other, and we talk about being broke. That's how we do that, right? So gunplay didn't he called DJ Envy. It seems like via Charlemagne was the go between pause, the bridge between them two. So with these individuals on the phone, Gunplay let Envy know that he'll slap the shit out of him. Now, Envy replied that we'll fight. We're just gonna fight. But what did I do? So Gunplay explained to him that not only you offended me, you offended my daughter's mother because you put my family business out there in a negative way. You turned something positive and made it negative, and you used me as a part of your joke. Shout out to Maestro Fresh West for the super chat. You used me in my family situation as a part of your beef with Ross that had nothing to do with me. So he let Envy know how I smack you. Now, knowing Gunplay, knowing his character, knowing he probably would slap him. Which, if he was Gunplay or water Gunplay or shit, twisty tie play, you would slap somebody for playing with your family and your children. And Envy know what that's like because he wilded out for people talking about his children. Although he didn't mean it in a malicious way, but it still could come off malicious because you don't mention certain shit. So let's fast forward. That took place. We hear the phone call. Gunplay allegedly recorded the phone call. So now you have DJ Envy on. Let me get this to y'all really quick. Hold on. I'm pulling the damn academics right now. On the Breakfast Club saying this.
Another thing that people got to understand too, right? Mm-hmm. And this is a side note. It is against the law to record somebody's phone conversation and not tell them. That is against the law.
I can't stand it. I don't know why people do that.
And I want people to understand, right? Florida is where this happened, right? Mm-hmm. Under Florida statute 93403, secretly audio recording of another individual is a third-degree felony offense, punishable up to 5 years in prison and a fine. That is a fine. So now, district attorneys from Florida have been calling me like crazy because you're not allowed to tape somebody's phone call and put it out.
Yeah.
Like
that's crazy.
You gotta be smarter.
I agree. People gotta be smarter.
And I think it's so whack to record somebody's phone call, especially when you have a conversation like a man. And I think men need to do men things. And I think recording somebody's conversation and not telling them and putting it out, that's not a man thing.
Now, although I don't agree with recording phone calls, I think it is whack. I think everything about it is corny. I don't record phone calls. District attorneys is calling you. Nigga. Stop. So, district attorneys is calling you to say, hey, he did something illegal. I don't agree with recording phone calls. I think this ain't my thing. But fam, don't do that. Don't do that. Because at the end of the day, you got law enforcement in your family. But district attorneys and then you quoting statutes and shit. Stop it. You could just listen. Let me tell you something, real shit. In this culture, y'all gotta stop trying to play with our fucking mental. We not stupid. None of us is stupid. Well, let me take that back. My audience, my people, listen, you can't just say shit and think we just Don't do that, because this is the shit. And the reason why this is very, very important is because what's happening on this internet is some of y'all niggas is playing and everybody not playing, right? Everybody not playing. And my issue with that not playing shit is that when it get thick and dudes say all this shit, like D'Souza and Miro, he called them pussy. If they had jumped over the table and swung on him, would you get them arrested? See, this is what I'm not saying. It's a lot of verbiage. It's a lot of shit that going on the internet that just go a different way based off of verbiage, right? Because that's man shit. Man shit is not talking to another man a certain way. Man shit is not talking about a man's children. Man shit is saying that you're going to apologize publicly. That's man shit. Man shit is man shit. So what happens is when you talk to a man in the way that you shouldn't talk to a man and he put blood in your mouth, and I know that dudes be provoking other dudes because they trump card is what? You going to jail now. That's their trump card. I think that shit is corny. If you ain't ready for that smoke that come with your fucking mouth, ain't no there is no police involved in shit. District attorneys is calling me. So them niggas got your number. They just like, yo, hold on. Let me just call this nigga because what Gunplay did was just totally illegal. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. And it's not about an apology. It's about the fact that you did it and he put out the recording, which this is the era we in. Everybody's listen, because I'm not going to get on one if we not going to get on all, because y'all didn't have a problem with 50 Cent recorded Young Buck, right? That was cool to everybody. The great 50 Cent, the internet bad guy favorite, when he recorded Young Buck, ain't nobody say shit. When Kermit recorded Whack 100 and put it out there, ain't nobody say shit. So this is what people are doing. You can't pick and choose and move the goalposts when you want to say, why you recording people? All these niggas is recording people. That's just what it is. We listening to it. It's content now. It became fucking content. Unfortunately, I don't do it. I don't partake in it. I don't record anybody, nor do I give anybody permission to record me. But I know every time I open my mouth, I know that some punk motherfucker could be recording me. Whether it's a male, female, some punk. So that's why I don't care what I say. And I'm willing to stand, punch, fight, stab, chill out off of anything that comes out of my mouth. That's why I have no filter. I do not watch my words. If I got something to say, I'm going to say what I want to say. Period. And I know that every time I open my mouth, somebody could be potentially recording me. That's just what it is. It's just where we at as a culture. Motherfuckers is recording people. I didn't make it up. I don't co-sign it. I don't condone it. But every time I open my mouth, I know I could be recorded. Anytime you got a sneaky link and you lay down and take you a nap, you could be recorded. Anytime. This is just where we at as a culture. Everybody is doing it. Everybody is clout chasing. So I'm not going to say one clout chased more than the other. Whether you got $1 million, $1 billion, or $2, everybody fucking got a phone. So no matter what you do, somebody can record you. That's just where we at. I don't like it. I don't fuck with it, but I understand it. So anytime I open my fucking mouth or I do some shit, I know I could I know that I potentially could be recorded. So I'm gonna give your ass a show. You gonna get a recording, all right? Oh, you recording my conversation? Good, because I'm gonna make sure you got some audio. So I don't trust nobody. Jasmine C., I will address you in a minute. But he didn't mention his family, just the GoFundMe. But what was the GoFundMe for? Was the GoFundMe to get a new television, or for was it his sick daughter? Come on, Jasmine C., don't Don't play mind games. Don't play word semantics, and don't be duped by maybe your love of somebody, your awe of somebody, because he didn't have to mention family. The GoFundMe was for his sick daughter, and he put it out there, so he didn't have to mention family. It wasn't so Gunplay could get a new TV. It was for his daughter, so he didn't have to mention it. Anyway, so my thing is, you got on the internet, the biggest thing is SMD. Let's meet up. Drop your low. Pin all this shit that goes on the internet. All this shit that goes on the internet. And you can't be in this Gunplay. The Breakfast Club did the same thing to Floyd Mayweather. Whoop. Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn GQ for the super chat. Also, the Cash App is available at the top. Listen. It ain't no way in hell that you gonna play with people and then when they get thick, you got the cops. This is just where we at. So this is where we at. This is where we at. This is where the culture is at. Fuck it. But let's get down to the real nitty gritty. So I was watching Tony the Closer, who I'm kind of familiar with, but not really familiar with. One thing I stay away from is scams and all that shit. You know, I've been accused of something, so I know what that feels like to be accused, not doing it, but you're guilty by association. I know that. I know what that feels like, right? But watching Tony the Closer conversation with DJ Envy one day about the New Jersey housing thing that they got going on in Envy's partner, it was really disheartening to me because I felt like Envy was playing stupid. Obviously, him and Tony the Closer had a prior conversation. They had a prior understanding that Envy, when he went public, he did media training shit. It's times that I've interviewed people that I've had a prior conversation with them. And then when we get on the air, they don't say nothing that we had the prior conversation about. So I'm like, so what the hell are we here for? Because I thought you was coming here to talk about said things. So when I'm trying to extract this information from you via questioning, you're dancing. Don't come here. Listen, I don't dance with niggas. Don't come here to dance. You can't spin. Don't try to spin me. You know why you're here. You know why you're in front of me. We're here to talk about that. Don't get here and try to spin me and talk about other shit and Mary Poppins and shit like that. No, you here to talk about said thing. So if we here to talk about said thing. Don't try to spin me. So I feel like Tony the Closer had prior information that he brought Envy on to confront Envy about, and then he spent them. And he was like, nah, Envy. So I don't know nothing about the housing thing, but it just didn't sound right. It didn't sound right. And what Tony the Closer was saying was right and exact, that anybody that stand next to me and uses my name and likeness are more likely to get whatever they want using my name dropping me. And even niggas I don't mess with no more be name dropping me and shit to this day, right? And then when somebody will call me to verify, and I'll be like, I don't fuck with that nigga. Don't get that nigga nothing on my account. So, listen, I'm just telling y'all now. Anybody that name drop me, get a reference from me, because anybody who's saying they my cousin or they grew up with me or we got the same tattoo, listen, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, because I don't give nobody permission to get any monies or resources off my name. If you got God, you got God. Don't blame that shit on me. But When in this situation, when people are losing tens of thousands, millions and all this shit like that, like, why the fucking district attorney ain't calling your ass now? If you accused of being affiliated with somebody who's taking a bunch of money from people, why the fucking district attorney ain't calling your ass then? So the district attorney will call you over a phone call that was recorded, but they ain't gonna call you. Read them motherfucking statutes. Read them according to case law, C3PO R2D2, Warcraft country and all that. Read that shit then. Don't be on some fucking reading shit. The case law that works for you. Cause you called the DA. Envy, cut that shit. You know you called the DA. Get the shit like fuck out of here, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. You know. So again, I know that's your man sometimes, so you protecting the nigga. But yo, if a nigga foul, you got it. You can't stand with that shit. See me, when I'm around people who foul, and I realize they foul, and I realize that shit could fall, the house could fall on my head. Izzy Hurts, thank you for the super chat. When I realized the house that Doggie Diamonds built could fall on my head, nah, your ass got to get the fuck away from me. Straight like that. But now you know all these statutes, you reading shit. According to law, what's the law for these people losing their money in these fucking homes and this real estate shit? What the fuck law is that? You don't know the case law now? You don't know the fucking... What's the statute, fam? What's the motherfucking statute, fam? Read that shit now. Read that shit. Read the motherfucking statutes. We want to hear that shit. Because the DA gonna fucking call you over a phone call? It's illegal, but allegedly being involved with that shit ain't illegal. Yo, we not fucking stupid. Alright? We're not stupid. And one thing that bothers me with anybody, I don't care, don't play with my intelligence. Don't play with my intelligence because, first of all, you got different types of intelligence. But number one intelligence that you should always rely on in life is common sense. If it don't make no fucking sense, listen, that shit don't sound right. Because we question everything else, right? But depending on who's saying it is when we pick and choose when we want to question it. So the DA called, the district attorney in Florida called me, telling me what Gunplay did was illegal. But now this is a whole distraction from this flipping houses shit, right? This is a whole distraction from this flipping housing shit now, because now we get to put the Gunplay shit at forefront so I could run and hide from the alleged allegations of me being tied to this flipping houses shit. I don't have to answer that shit. I don't have to deal with that shit. I could deal with Rick Ross and his punk ass car show shit, and I could deal with now Gunplay. But the major shit, when motherfuckers is losing their life savings, their inheritance, everything, we don't know shit about that. We ain't addressing that on the Breakfast Club. We addressing all 100% nigga shit. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it, motherfucker. Stop. And I like Envy. You know what I'm saying? Pause. I like Envy. I like the Breakfast Club. Like what they did. Like what they do for the culture. But come on, man. When you got character flaws, none of us is above reproach. None of us is above shit. And if you and when you sit in these seats and you do shit to people, motherfuckers is gonna call you on it. That's that. You can't be mad. I don't know, maybe I can't go to the Breakfast Club now, whatever. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Nor do I give a fuck, though. If you know me, you know I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck if it flew around this room right now. I'm just saying, we gonna keep it real, keep it real. We gonna keep it real, keep it real. Address shit. Make sure these motherfuckers get their money back. Make sure all that shit is rectified. Embark on your man. And you say, yo, hold up. You was my partner for X amount of time. We did motherfucking business. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, yo, boom. Make sure these people get their shit right. Nat Turner official. Natty Turner official. You said, is DJ Envy a gangster? Does he follow street code? I thought he was a DJ. He told Gunplay they would have to fight if he was touched. I don't even know what you're saying. I don't even know what that means. Because the minute we start saying is somebody a gangster and street code and all that shit, we automatically enter that nigga realm that don't even matter. That shit don't even exist in the real world. I'm gonna be honest with you. That shit exists in the mind of dumbass, immature niggas, street codes and gangsters and all this shit. Because the last time I checked, every gangster I seen was in the same type of grave. Whether your ass was in the mausoleum, I don't give a fuck about them 21 doves, them fucking horse-drawn carriage. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Your ass is dead. So being a gangster, following street code, I didn't go get my new truck because I had fucking street credibility. Straight like that. I didn't go get my truck because I was a fucking gangster. I didn't get nothing that I obtained because of street credibility and gangster shit and street code. So y'all niggas need to grow the fuck up and don't even talk about that shit no more. Just don't even talk about that shit. How about y'all just eradicate that shit from your thought process, eradicate that shit from your mind state, because you ain't going to get shit thinking like that. You're not going to achieve anything. And whether you with the street code or gangster, there's a such thing as white collar crime. So if you are partaking with motherfuckers who is stealing, then you are a criminal. It has nothing to do with being a gangster. You are a criminal, so you gotta follow. The biggest gangsters do white collar crimes. Motherfuckers go to Wall Street every day. They're sitting up in office and the House of Representative and all that shit, and they got on suits. So they don't live by no street code. They just know how to fuck niggas over. Look at them messing with my goddamn stream now. They messing with my stream. Is it the DA? Florida DA fucking with my stream now? I don't know what the hell is going on. But I'm just saying, all this street code shit, all this shit that y'all be wanting to adhere to, and you think that shit means something, that shit don't mean shit in the real world. It means absolutely nothing. Because when your ass go to jail and come out of jail, you go to jail and come out of jail, you gotta go straight to the motherfuckers and get told what to do. So the Florida DA just must have fucked with my stream now. The Florida District Attorney just fucked my shit up. You know what I'm saying? All that shit don't matter. I've been in with Viacom for years, so that don't count. But none of that shit matters. Because the biggest gangsters, the biggest criminals have on suits. They don't have on snapbacks and t-shirts. They got on suits. So even what y'all think is gangster, even what y'all think is something, that ain't shit. That's low-level nigga shit. And that's what I was talking about yesterday, because I was talking about motherfuckers doing age-appropriate shit. Why do you care? Why do you report on snitches then? Suck a dick, because I never reported on who's a snitch. Never. So you full of shit. See? You care. Why do you report on who's a snitch then? Give me one video where I talked about who's a snitch. Give me one video that on this channel, so you don't even know me. Take your own advice. Take your fucking advice and go play in your butt. Don't come over here playing with me. Do what you do. Because I don't give a fuck who told or who didn't tell. I don't commit crimes. I'm not with niggas who commit crimes. I ain't even with none of that shit. So if you told, that's on you. That's for you to wear. But again, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. So get your shit right. Don't confuse me with these other idiots. And that's the shit too. Don't put me in a box with none of these fucking idiots. Don't put me in a box with none of these dudes. Now, if it was audio or somebody, I did put up Rollo on the phone admitting that he told. But get the fuck out of here. I'm ain't talking to you. Take your own advice, man. Nigga, you don't fucking know me. Hate y'all niggas getting familiar too. But don't try to distract me from, see, this is what I'm saying. When you start talking sense and start talking logical grown man shit, you always got one motherfucker who just can't comprehend. That was the kid who had the circle and he kept trying to stick the triangle in the circle and then cry and have a tantrum because he doesn't understand that it's a circle and not a fucking triangle. Niggas be grown still with that mentality. You still trying to stick the fucking circle, the triangle in the circle. You still trying to do that. So you just move the goalpost. You care about snitches. Take your own advice, fam. Get the fuck up. You care. Why do you report on who's a snitch? I don't do that shit. I don't give a fuck about who's a snitch. I don't give a fuck about who's a snitch. I don't give a fuck about no street shit. I don't give a fuck about how much time, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Don't even partake in that shit. Don't care. Did you turn your life around? Are you doing something for yourself? Are you being a fucking functional member of society? Cool. All that other shit don't matter. But it don't matter if he's a gangster, because I'm telling you out of your fucking inheritance, your money, all that shit like that. That's the fucking shit. So you listen, man, ain't no fucking telling now. That's just all I'm saying. Ain't no telling. If we gonna address some shit, MB, address the fucking the real estate shit and come clean. If your man is foul, then just tell everybody. The district attorney of Florida is fucking with my stream right now. So I'm gonna go. I'll be back later on, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. They fucking with my shit, so it ain't nothing I could do. My Wi-Fi, I'm the only one in this motherfucker, so my Wi-Fi is good, but they want to fuck with me. And I ain't got no time to be fucked with, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no time for none of that shit. I don't got no time to be playing with nobody. I ain't got no time for no laggy ass stream. I put up too much shit into my shit for my shit to be lagging and acting fucking stupid. So I'll be back later, man. Until next time, man. I appreciate you. I'll be back in a little bit. Peace.